Today, I'm going to be ranking every hitbox from worst to best. If you didn't know already, there are 6 standard hitboxes in Rocket League, and every car is assigned to one of these hitboxes. There's the Octane, the Dominus, the Breakout, the Plank, the Merc, and the Hybrid. And these 6 hitboxes are all slightly different, and each has their own slight advantages and disadvantages. So today, I'm going to play a game with all 6 of these hitboxes, and we'll see which is the best and which is the worst. Before we get into the games, if you enjoy this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and comment down below which car is your favorite. So we're starting off pretty basic. We have the Dominus. Now, the Dominus, obviously, it used to be used a lot in pro play, like over 5 years ago during the start of the RCS. Lovely kickoff goal to start with. Old pros, you had like Gimmick, you had Remco, Turbo used the Dominus quite a bit. There was lots of like pros who only used the Dominus for a long period of time. But over the last 5 years, it's kind of just completely died out. Like, you'll see Joyo use it for maybe like one game once a month and maybe Cash a bit over an APAC. But other than that, you literally don't see this car used anywhere ever in competitive, really. I'll get onto the reasons why later when I talk about the Octane in this video. But yeah, it's mainly just used for freestyling now. In terms of its dimensions compared to the other car, it's the 3rd longest, the 3rd widest, and the 4th tallest. It's kind of just a bit of a middle ground compared to all the other hitboxes. And overall, it's definitely one of the better ones. The reason why freestylers like this car so much is because it's longer than the Octane, which means you can get a lot more power on flicks. Like, I'm sure you've heard of the phrase Dominus flick before. There we go, my own Dominus flick. And it's not just ground flicks, it's also musties in the air. You can get so much power on musties in the Dominus. If you're first learning musties, please try the Dominus. Like, it'll give you a confidence boost, if anything. Because it's just so much easier learning how to musty in the Dominus than the Octane. Obviously, you probably want to switch back to the Octane after, but yeah, it'll help you learn in the Dominus, I think. It did for me anyway. And there's also just other freestyle moves that are just easier to do in the Dominus. I find pogos much easier in the Dominus compared to the Octane. And yeah, it's just the shape of the hitbox just makes things easier than an Octane. So that's why you'll see most freestylers using the Dominus. Musty, bang. Okay, he's going to save that. That was an okay example. Bang, reset over him. Oh, that touch was so bad at the end. I think he would have saved it anyway. Here we go. Let me cook. Reset. Oh, musty. Bang. Okay, that was kind of weak, but it goes in. Bang, we'll finish off with the Dominus flick. And he's forfeited. Let's go. I am known to be a bit of a Dominus hater, but all jokes aside, it is one of the better hitboxes. Next, we have the Plank. Now, there aren't actually too many cars that have the Plank hitbox. This is one of them. It's the Mantis. There's also the Artemis and the Sentio, and of course, the Batmobile is probably the most famous Plank hitbox. So, the Plank is the 2nd longest body, the widest, but also the shortest. And I think that's the main reason why people don't like this car. Just because it's so short, it's just hard to like catch it and do stuff with it. It's fine when you have control of the ball, like to dribble and stuff, but taking control of the ball is much harder when the car is shorter, from my experience. Because it's still long and wide, it is still pretty easy to do stuff like musties and flicks. But yeah, it's just, I don't like this car off the ball, basically. It almost feels too wide at times. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Hold up, let me, okay, yeah. I'm struggling. It feels too wide when I want to like control the ball. It's difficult because of how wide it is, in my opinion, as well as it being so short. See if we can cook something here. That was a really bad touch. Reset. No reset. It's just in anyway. Let's go. It being so wide probably does make it easier to dribble for people at lower ranks, I think, because it's harder for the ball to roll off the car. That was a cringe bump. Let's go. But I don't know. For me, it just feels it's too wide. I can't explain it. It just feels too wide. Oh my god, what a great own goal. That was just a great read for me. Flick. Oh my. Okay, that was a decent flick from that like range. It's because of the length. The length is good for flicks. It's just everything else feels awkward with this car. Big 50. Slot. Let's go. This is actually a sweaty game. This guy is trying very hard. Bang. Big save. Can we score the counter? I have no boost. We should be fine. Let's go. It's just the width. I can't get over the width. Is that in? That's in. Let's go. Oh, I've choked the bub. Oh, all I have to do is demo him and I win the game, and I've just completely thrown. Just trying another pinch here. Bang. Okay, not a bad pinch, but it's not in. Oh, he's thrown. He's giving me the ball. Bang. Let's go. Get it down. Nice. Oh my, I'm surprised I was able to win a game in that car because that was not fun. Next up, another absolute classic is the Breakout. So in terms of the stats for the Breakout, it's the longest car, actually. It's longer than the Dominus, longer than the Plank. It's the longest car, which is pretty interesting because to me, it kind of just feels the exact same as Dominus when I play with it. Oh my god, I'm getting cooked here. Oh, he scores. It's the 5th widest and the 5th tallest, so overall it's kind of similar to the Dominus, it's just the longest. I think people prefer the Dominus because it is slightly taller, so it is easier to do like catching and stuff. Like all the issues I said that come with the Dominus, it's basically just slightly worse in the Breakout. But to me they feel very similar. Like if I'm trying out a random car that's been released, and I often can't tell if it's Breakout or Dominus without looking. They just feel very similar to me. I think some freestylers still do use the Breakout as well. I remember back in the day, like 2016, 2017, there was a freestyler called Gainer. If you're an OG, you'll remember him. I've been cooked. And basically, Gainer was known for doing like infinite air dribbles and stuff, which was just insane at the time. I'm not sure if he still plays, probably not. But yeah, he was just a really OG freestyler who kind of pushed mechanics to a new level, and he used the Breakout. I'm not sure why, but the Breakout, it feels like it shouldn't work for me, but it just does. I don't know what it is about it. It's just something about the Breakout. It just feels nice to play with. It's also quite nostalgic for me. This guy is trying to be super mechy. Oh my god. All good. I remember my car when I was like in bronze. It was like a bright yellow Breakout. Completely disgusting. Give me a good bounce here, please. Nice. So yeah, the Breakout does get some extra points for nostalgia for me. And also it just looks clean. Like it's just a super basic design. It is literally just like a plank, a wooden plank with some headlights and some wheels. But it just looks clean. I don't know. I just like the Breakout. That's a good flick, but not in. I gotta lock in here. Frank Lampard is absolutely clapping me, and I've missed the bump. And let's go. I got no boost. Oh my, that was a good flick. That had a lot of power. Can I just score this? He's gone for boost. Let's go. We're back. Pinch in. Oh, it's not gonna make it. Choke Frank. Let's go for a double. Bang. This is the slowest double ever seen. No, I thought I could squeeze it in, and that's just sad. Bang. No, if I got on target, it would have gone in. Oh, he's passed me. Yes. Let's go. And he's forfeited. That is a weird forfeit. I actually felt pretty good in that game as well. Next up, we have the hybrid hitbox. I've gone with the Venom. Obviously, the hybrid hitbox. There's no car called the hybrid, so I've had to go with the car that uses it. That's a great start. Other cars that use the hybrid hitbox include the Endo, the Skyline, Nissan Fast and Furious Skyline. Obviously, an absolute classic in this game. Big demo. Can I just go 2-0 up here? We are cooking. And also the Cybertruck that I'm sure a lot of you got when it was available for free. I think it's called the hybrid because it's kind of just a middle ground of all the stats. It's the 4th longest, the 4th widest, and the 3rd tallest. So it's just a bit mid for everything, really, which is why it's called the hybrid, I assume. And to me, this car, I don't love it, gonna be honest. Often, actually, I don't feel bad in the Venom for some reason. Just, oh, I couldn't squeeze that in. Just the Venom, though. All the other ones, I feel terrible in. Bang. Oh, I'm just too fast. I'm actually struggling to think of things to say about the hybrid hitbox because it's just so mid. Oh my, what a pinch. Can I get the boost as well? That's actually a good play. Oh no, I've been dusted. I'm not having fun in it. I don't think anyone ever does. Hold up, unless I peek here. Let me cook. Ceiling. Fake. This guy's getting cooked. Reset. Over his head. Please. Please. Yes. Let's go. Time waste. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I tried to troll him and time waste, but didn't go to plan. I'm even getting bored playing in this car. That's how mid it is. But I'm actually not playing too bad. It's just slot. No, the toppest of corner. Bang. That was bullying. Oh, I've just cleared it by accident. I'm actually just trolling this guy. This is great. Maybe I need to put some respect on the hybrid because this has been one of the more comfortable games that I played today. Maybe it's because Spider.exe isn't very good, but I'm gonna put it all on the hybrid unless I concede here. Nice. Oh my god, what a chow. Honestly, yeah, I'm overhating this hitbox. It's kind of probably the closest you're gonna get to an Octane without being an Octane, but it's just a bad Octane. So at that point, you might as well just use like a Dominus to get some other bonuses. This guy just cannot score. This is so funny. Surely he just forfeit at that point. There we go. Next up, we have the big boy. It's the Merc hitbox. Bang, get out. So the Merc is by far, actually, the tallest hitbox. Like, it's not close. But because it's so tall, it's also the least wide, I guess the thinnest. Would that be how you say that? and also the 5th longest, so all the stats are put into its height, basically. So it's not super well-rounded. For me, it's very difficult to do mechanics in the Merc, just off-the-wall stuff, just because, well, it doesn't have, like, the length to get power from flicks and musties, and also because it's not very wide, it's kind of just difficult to, like, keep the ball in the center. However, it is very good at demoing because it's so tall. Like, it's pretty easy to hit people, and like it's harder for them to jump over you. If there was a case for like different hitboxes matching different play styles, the Merc would definitely be proof of this just because of how good it is for being physical. I remember when the Merc was first added back in 2020, because it was only added when they released free to play. It's the most recent Hitbox edition, and there was like a conversation being had, like, is the Merc going to be the new meta, just because of how tall it was. So maybe there's some untapped potential there, but probably not. But yeah, for me, unfortunately, just because of how difficult it is to do mechanics in this car, I can't use it very well. I don't know how, but I do remember somehow scoring some of my best goals in videos in a Merc hitbox. I'm not sure why, but yeah. But I would never use this outside of recording. It's not fun. Oh, he's faked me. I'm just an absolute mess this game. It kind of just feels like a classic. Oh my, I can't hit the ball. I can't hit the ball at all. This is so sad. This does often happen to me in the Merc. I just kind of end up just flipping around, missing the ball a lot. It's kind of rough. Hold up. Here we go. Here's my chance. Off the ceiling. Musty. Are you kidding me? Gonna be my first and only L of the video, I think. Bump. There we go. The Merc bump. Hold up. Let me just secure this one. Bar down. This guy's just better. I'm going to give him the win. It's okay. And finally, we have the Octane hitbox. I was going to use the Fennec, but I decided I'd just use the Octane. It's kind of weird. I'm such a Fennec main now that I play bad in the Octane, even though it's the same hitbox. And I used the Octane for so many years. Bang. Let's go. So like I mentioned before, the Octane has completely taken over RLCS. Mainly the Fennec these days, but either Octane or Fennec. It's just you won't see a pro using any car other than those two. And it's mainly because it's the most well-rounded car. In terms of its stats, it's the shortest car, but that doesn't really make too much of a difference, just because you can still get a lot of power on flicks and stuff with a short car. Obviously, it's easier in the Dominus, and you can get more power, but for what you need for competitive, the Octane length is enough. And then it's also the second tallest and the second widest, which makes it pretty well-rounded for like 50-50s and just hitting the ball and stuff like that. Oh, absolutely faked him. Let's go. Pop it over him, dribble it in. Nice. I actually feel okay in the Octane this game. Like, usually, like I said, I do feel a bit rough just because I'm so used to the Fennec, but this game I feel like I'm playing okay so far. Bang. Reset. Okay, he's insta-challenged me, and that's probably a goal, rip. Wait, he's missed. What? Bang. No crossbar. Wait. Oh my, he's actually going to score. I'm throwing this game. Bang. Big chow. Give me a good bounce, please. Nice. Don't choke. Oh my. I missed the ball, but it's fine. Bang. Give me another good bounce, please. I need it. Is it in? Let's go. Oh no, a kickoff goal. Oh my, not again, back to back, and I've just lost my lead again. Let me cook. Reset. Musty. No, I would have scored that in Dominus. Wait, it's in, what? And we get the dub. Let's go. So it's time to give a ranking for these 6 cars. We're going to start from the top because I think it's pretty obvious what number 1 is going to be. And of course it's the Octane. Yeah, there's a reason why all the pros are using it. It's just the most well-rounded, most comfortable for me to play in as well. Octane, easily number 1. Second, I'm actually going to give the Dominus. I know I've been a Dominus hater through the years, but if I was to freestyle, it would definitely make things much easier for me if I use the Dominus. Just how easy it is to get musties and stuff. Definitely number 2. Number 3, I'm actually going to give the Breakout. Maybe a bit of a nostalgia pick here, but I also felt pretty good when I used it in game. Like I said before, it just feels very similar to the Dominus for me, so it makes sense to put them together. In 4th, I'm actually going to go with the Merc, just because of how unique it is, and it's definitely good for certain situations. Even though it's much harder to do mechanics in, if you're good at the game, you can still pull some things off, and then you're also going to have the extra height for the bumps, so definitely one for the highest skilled players, I think. In 5th, I'm going to go with the Hybrid. Like I said before, it is just a bit mid. Nothing really special about this hitbox, but definitely not bad. And honestly, 5th place is probably a bit harsh, but I wanted to put the Merc ahead of it just because of its uniqueness. And in last place, we have the Plank. Yeah, this one is it's just too short. It's too low to the ground. It's hard to control the ball, really, or do anything in this, to be honest. Yeah, I really did not enjoy the plank. So that is my ranking. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what your favorite hitbox is and if you agree with my rankings.